would all have to probably die, never getting them to come clean, right? So the political class, as usual, they are already debating the post-Buhari era. There are those who are already discussing how they are going to share his political base. We will get to that. For those who have showed up in Daura today, Irokunle Omamosun, Amoshi of Ogun State is one of them, and many others, to go in there and show what they call the solidarity in this context.
tsohon shugaban ma'aikata ne na fadar shi shugaban kasa a lokacin da yake mulki wato Beseige Buhari yana cikin wannan tawaga na shi ne kuma gwamnan jihar Katsina da yake jagoranta. Kuma daga cikin wannan 'yan majalisa akwai 'yan majalisar zartarwa na jihar Katsina da sauran 'yan majalisar dokoki da suka dafa ma shi mai girma gwamna malamin shi Umar Rada. Akwai kuma 'yan uwa da abokan arziki da suka zo domin ganin cewa sun dafa baya da shi mai girma gwamnan jihar Katsina malamin Umar Rada a zuwa wannan gari na Daura kamar yadda kuke gani. Kuma a yau da safe ne da shi mai girma gwamnan jihar Katsina malamin Umar Rada ya zanta da manema labaru a inda ya bayanin cewa
many others. So it's a long clip. So I'm cutting them short so that I can save time and possibly take calls, you know, if people want to react and all that can pick up the phone. Yes, you can. So the last part of this Buhari is coming from this Aliyu guy who is the politicians who I can say kind of like honest enough, or maybe not honest, I don't know, right? So the thing is that is the one right now talking about the, what do you call it, the already wasted sort of like influence of Buhari and his political clout we're not really winning anybody anything anymore. So there's nothing to inherit about Buhari's demise, right? Is what?
Yes, certainly the Buhari dynasty with his death now will, for those who don't believe in him, really, will leave Tinubu. But anybody that believes in Buhari will go with Tinubu. Because if you remember very well, there was a time when former governor of Kaduna El-Rufai visited Muhammadu Buhari on a certain day. The next day he left the party. President Muhammadu Buhari issued a statement that he is a member of APC. This is the party that gave him opportunity twice to be president. He will work with the president, he will work with the party, he will do everything possible for the party. So anybody who believes in Buhari should go and continue to go with President Tinubu. But then they did this thing even while he was alive. So when he was alive, they did not take his advice. To us, it's an order. Simple, it's an order. But he was alive, they didn't agree. And they are entitled to their opinion. They can do whatever they want to do. But we, his proteges, his real proteges, because look, if we want to start talking, I don't want to go on personalities, but nobody in Nigeria of today will say my face is not face of Muhammadu Buhari. Those people who have stood by for him from beginning to end. I was all over the place. There was nothing, no kind of intimidation I did not go through in this country. None of those so-called Buhari converts, none of them have gone through what I did for Muhammadu Buhari, emergence, and to stay with him till end, and I'm still with him. And so he wanted Tinubu, and we're with Tinubu, so we'll continue with Tinubu. And so all
So in a nutshell, right? There is no Buhari's political dynasty for anybody to inherit. Because right when he's still alive, according to that guy, right? They've already it's got no such influence or clout per se. Politically, it's squandered all of that privilege, I would say. But some will say no, maybe yes, that's yours, right? But now let's leave Buhari, because there will always be more to say, and there will be more series on it, or on him, so to say, all right? So, wherever you see Buhari as, all right, wherever you see him as, I don't really care, so to say. But you should, by all means, don't ever, for those of you who are like the Buhari idiots, okay, don't ever use whatever chance you have to try to is that the right word? Discredit? No, they can't discredit you. Downplay people's experiences in the hands of the murderous Buhari's regime. Their actions, their inactions, his actions and his inactions affected lives. And all those lives can never be brought back again. Those families, they probably never remain the same again. So, somebody had an opportunity to actually make life better, safe, and peaceful for his own fellow citizens, so to say. Then he squandered it. Rather, he watched them slaughtered by armed Fulani terrorists. So this is the legacy of Buhari, the legacy of looting, the legacy of tyranny, the legacy of economic ruins, the legacy of industrialized terrorism, the legacy of privatized public resources, the legacy that goes on and on, but with nothing positive. Where they tried to pretend that they cared, they plunged generations yet unborn into the perpetuity of indebtedness. Millions of Nigerians will be born in years to come, and they'll be born into poverty. No thanks to a man that frittered away their supposed their common patrimony. All for what? At the end of the day, the Fulani terrorists who gained ground in Nigeria remained in Nigeria. They are now negotiating with government. Their victims have been killed and they have been forgotten. They even want people to move on and, forget the past. Learn how to live with their own murderers in a country that was supposed to be their country. And they are being given conditions. APC, giving the victims of terrorism conditions on how to survive if they want to survive. It's unbelievable. This is the legacy of Buhari. They can do all the whitewashings they want. At least Abacha gets a stadium named after him, streets, buildings, the murderous genocidist, Muritala Muhammad, that was later killed like a piece of a dog, was killed like a rabid dog that he deserved to, right? So his name is on the building. In fact, his name is on your own busiest international airport in Lagos. So it's a place where criminals are rewarded. So Buhari's name can be printed in your 1,000, so in your 5,000 naira note, when your economy is pretty much like where they wanted or where they are taking it to. It turned Nigeria into a voodoo economy. People are living through hell. And they are being told to be grateful that it could be worse. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. So you don't understand. You should be grateful for whatever you have. Suffering and smiling became something well-defined under these rogues. Terrorists are being pardoned. Terrorists are being housed. Their welfare are being taken care of. While their victims, the victims of terrorism, continue to languish in different camps, inhabitable camps across Nigeria. Criminal politicians continue to take advantage of that. The system continues to deteriorate. But one thing that has never depreciated is the priority of their own welfares. They don't miss their doctor's appointment abroad, their checkups and all of that. They don't, The only thing they don't give a damn about is you. And that's for those of you that continue to possibly put yourself down for them. Also in Ijebu, we are also mourning the passing of the Awujale of Ijebuland, the paramount ruler of Ijebuland, Oba Sikiru Adetono, the Ogbagbawan, Ogbagbatewole, Omanikilaya of Ijebu ruling house. So he passed yesterday and has been buried today. He's a Kolu's pal, and he's Buhari's pal too. All of them in that category. The second passes home, Awujale. So that's the body of late Awujale of Ijebuland. I heard that they said Wasiu Ayinde is being touted to become the next Awujale of Ijebuland. Really? A friend told me that. I was like, really? And since it is the political buzz that you have now in in Nigeria, nothing is impossible. I'll keep the rest for tomorrow, okay? But I'll take a short break, take some calls. This is where you can, of course, call in and add your own contribution, however you see it, okay? I will be, but if you have to leave, you know what to do. Like the broadcast. Don't leave without. And of course, if you are a returning subscriber, of course, make sure you like the broadcast if you have to leave. And if this is your first time, you can stay back and also subscribe to the channel. You won't regret doing so. I will be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. The number to call is right there on the screen, though, right? I'll be back in a minute. Thank you very much, brethren, and welcome back. So please, a little bit of information for those of you who are going to call in, okay? Let's keep it brief so that we can take as many calls as possible, all right? Just tell me what you think, how you feel. And my first caller here. Hello there.
Cassava gari ewa, Buhari ewa.
Right. Inaoni.
You know, Lafia
Kalao, Alhamdulillah. How are you today?
Yeah, Lafia Kalao. You know, I go speak a little bit for us. I don't be say because I did happy or anything.
Right.
In fact, there was a day I was on TikTok live with these fellas, and it was last week. So someone said, Buhari is dead. I say it's a lie. That news is a lie. So I was like, I don't even want him to die now. At least make him spend the next 20 to 30 years. May him see the rot in the course. You understand? And I can't insult him. I can't say thank this cat and shake like someone, a lady now came and she started attacking me. Say me I no get manners. I say your papa for house. He no get manners. That's why I go look person talk say no get manners. You see? I mean, like everybody is seeing the reaction from the north. What is going on in the north? Everybody are reacting.
At least they will say it is the people in the south that are celebrating his death. His own people are out there announcing to themselves and laughing and saying that he's done Yamutu, he's Yamutu. Like
everybody will come. Like I made a video and I just pointed out something, but because some people cannot reason, most of them from that place, they don't know how to reason. They are not looking at the point I made, like, where did Buhari die? Buhari died in another man's land after spending how much on renovating clinic in Asoro, but he couldn't die there. He couldn't die in Nigeria. He went to another man's land to go and die. That's how shameful it is. And I believe, say, all those people, them Babangida, Abdusalam said they London.
Hey, now Abdusalam is there. He said they admitted both of them, but they have released
both of them in the same hospital. Hey, you understand? I know
former
say
head
all
of
of them
state.
now, their belly go down the turn, the area go down catch all of them because they feel say more. Because this is the moment most of them they get scared. But give them 1 or 2 days, everything will go, they will go back to normal and continue doing what they are doing. So I told them, I said, look, you cannot control how people react.
No.
That is to show you how much disaster Buhari is. How much the disaster Buhari is to everybody. For people to come out and rejoice like this. Even Abacha will be saying that people know to rejoice the way they rejoice for democracy.
Like in the north,
in
the northern Nigeria, Baba, when Abacha died, there are people are saying that all over Nigeria celebration, it is mostly in the south. And it's not other reason